Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look here at New Eternia Masters of the Universe Teela from Masterverse. And I gotta say, I am really happy to finally have this figure. Take a look at this box art really quick here. Beautiful, beautiful Teela there. Now, there is some issues with the fact that Teela, the figure doesn't exactly look like what she's painted to look like here. Let's take a look here real quick. She's part of this wave here with Hordak and Cobra Khan. Teela, the heroic warrior goddess. Teela embraces her destiny as the avatar of the goddess of New Eternia in her quest to restore the power of Grayskull. Very cool. And obviously she comes able to put her snake armor, and she has her warrior weapons there. This is the way she looks with the snake armor. And let's take a look at them. Oh, that's Castle Grayskull. But not just any Castle Grayskull, that's the 2000X Castle Grayskull. Let's go, Mattel. Is this supposed to be Teela from 2000X? Nah, this is classic Teela, but this is exciting. I hope that means that we're going to get 2000X in Masterverse eventually. I did say that in my retro review of He-Man, that I really hope that Mattel does get to 2000X. Maybe in 2027, when that's the 25th year anniversary. Look at this painting, amazing. All right, let's take the figure out the box and have a look. All right, so here she is out of the box with all of her accessories. New Eternia Teela. And I have to say, I have been one since the very beginning of Masterverse. About 3 or 4 years ago, when this line first started, I always said when they started doing the New Eternia line, was that I always wanted a New Eternia Teela. And now they finally did her, and I have to say, you know, as far as the body and details and all, I love it. But just like all the other reviewers, I do have to say this head sculpt is definitely not my favorite Teela head sculpt. But before we go there, let's take a look at the weapons, the accessories here. First of all, she comes with this wonderful warrior spear here. Look at this. Look at the detail on the spearhead. We've got a couple of little snakes there. This is fantastic. I love the choice of the bronzy metallic gold on there. That looks great. She's got these two balled up fisted hands. Very cool, ready to knock you out if you stare at her butt too long. Very cool. I love this shield. This like Greco-Roman, like Greek mythology styled shield there. That looks wonderful. And again, we got the snake motif all over it, the snake head and snake tail. Beautifully done here in this, again, this bronzy metallic look. Wonderful shield there. And let's take a look at her snake staff. Wonderful callback to the retro styled staff. It even has like the twist at the end there. In Revolution, this was called the Staff of Ka, which was the snake god of Eternia. In 2000X, that snake god was called Serpos. But look at this. That looks really, really good. I love the detailing that they did on here. And this is different from the snake staff that they had on the snake goddess Teela. I'll show you that in a little bit. And now let's take a look at the figure herself, New Eternia Teela. And let's take a look here. So her face portrait is definitely very strange. She does not look like what she looks like on the box at all, and I'm pretty sure they changed her head sculpt from the product shots, the initial product shots, because she did not look like that. Her face is kind of really oval shaped, and then the way they painted her chest here is slightly different from the plastic colors that they used on her arm, so doesn't exactly match her face either. But yeah, I like the hair sculpt. Oh, there's some glue stuff there. I'm gonna have to clean that off later. But there's definitely, like, the hair shape is really nice, but her face looks really kind of strange, and her eyes, you know, it almost makes her look like she's in constant resting bitch face, if that makes any sense. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. But the rest of the outfit is amazing. The rest of this character sculpting, really nice. They did away with the bicep swivel, which I'm okay with. I know some folks have been complaining that they don't have a bicep swivel or double jointed elbow anymore for the female figures, but I'm okay with that because I love the way this looks much more elegant to me than doing it with a disruptive bicep swivel and then trying to fit a double jointed elbow on these arms. You'll see when I compare her to the other Teela. But yeah, look at the detail that they did there, the sculpting on the suit, really nice. I love the fur here. This is all part of like the Evil-Lyn, New Eternia Evil-Lyn sculpt. This is reuse here, but this is brand new and this is new. You know, Mattel has obviously always done reuse, so that doesn't bother me at all. The legs are the wonderful New Eternia legs for the ladies, so that looks really good, and the sculpting of the boots is really nice here. So all in all, I am really happy with the upgrades. The only thing is that, you know, I'm gonna have to find a better head portrait for her, which is okay, because the other Teela does come with an extra head portrait. So we'll try both of those and see how it goes. All right, let me armor her up. All right, so here I have her in like a warrior's pose with the shield and spear, very much like a Spartan style defensive look. And yeah, I love it. I think she looks fantastic. I think this is a great look for like a warrior princess style Teela. Excellent. I do love the way this looks all together like this. So I think that's a really good, like, makes her look like a, you know, like a Spartan style female ready to fight off whomever's trying to attack Castle Grayskull. This is a great warrior goddess style Athena look for her. And now here she is as the snake goddess, the one that gave He-Man his weapons after he fought to protect her from a shadow beast in the very first ever mini comic. And I love this. Again, the snake armor. I apologize, I forgot to show this off at the very beginning. But the snake armor looks really beautiful. Again, that iridescent, like metallic golden copper look. He's got painting on the snake eyes and some extra like little gold bits that are sticking out there. I love this head garb on her, and this actually does shape her face a little better. It does make her look a little softer. So it's interesting because without this head garb, she doesn't look that good. But with it on, she does look great. And again, the staff there, wonderful combination here. And yeah, as you can see, it just fits around her ears. There's no clip on or anything like that. It just rests right over her head, and I think she looks absolutely stunning like this. All right, let's do some comparisons here. All right, here she is with New Eternia Evil-Lyn. And again, you can definitely see the similarities in the arms, the reuse in the arms, the chest, the legs, the boots. But this little midsection here is definitely different from this one. But the work is really, really well done. And where Mattel actually did a really nice job matching the chest to her flesh tone on her limbs, yeah, this one's a little yellow. They didn't match it up that well. So I might have to touch that up. But I'll see, because once you put this on, you don't really see it anyway, so maybe I'll just leave her with the snake garb. All right, and here she is with the version 2 Revelation Teela here. And as you can see, the body is much better on this figure, but the head is much better on this figure. I do have to say, I wish they would have did a better job on the head sculpt. It's not bad, but I did wait about 3 or 4 years for Mattel to put this figure out, and this was definitely not the look I was hoping to get for her. I was hoping that she'd be a little bit more beautiful than this figure, but it is what it is, especially after the beautiful job that they did with Evil-Lyn. Like, the New Eternia Evil-Lyn is gorgeous. But, you can swap these heads. Let's see what that looks like real quick. So you can swap the head like that. It's actually not bad. And you can pop her head on the other body, which is okay too. So look at that, doing the head swaps. Yeah, I think that's really, really good looking. And let's see, does the armor fit over this head? It does. Take a look at that. That is much better. Hey, all right, I think I'm gonna leave her with this head sculpt, because I think that is much, much better. I like that look a lot. Oh, and this is that other head sculpt from the other Teela, and I think this looks amazing. I might actually leave her like this. That looks like an awesome warrior face for Teela. I love the hair flowing out. That's really, really good. So I might actually leave this head on her, because I think that looks absolutely amazing. All right, let's take a quick look at the arms real quick here. And as you can see, this is the new arm, and I do like this arm better. I don't like that bicep swivel cut there, although it's nice for articulation. And also she's got double jointed elbows here. But look, doesn't this look more elegant? For me, I'm okay with this. This looks much more elegant. Like, there's no reason to have these kind of ugly cuts here. It looks okay, but like, this to me just looks better. I don't know. That's my take on it. I think this looks a lot better than this whole extra cuts here. Let me know what you think. Would you rather have the arm swivel and double jointed elbows, or would you rather just have the elegant looking arms? All right, and here's the mini comic snake goddess alongside the Revolution snake goddess, and I think they look really, really good. Obviously the head garb is very different, and as you can see, the stabs are very different. There's a lot of detail and paint that Mattel did on this one. Although this one is supposed to look more like the classic vintage figure, so I'm okay with the fact that this one's simple color scheme. They did give it that beautiful coppery iridescent look. But look at that, that looks really good. I love the face sculpt on this one. Again, I don't like, they should have just did this face sculpt for this figure, because it's a beautiful face sculpt. But yeah, I did love this look in Revolution. I thought that was an awesome look, so I was very, very happy when they released her in the line. And now I have a vintage style Teela, which also makes me very, very happy. Alright, so here I have the Snake Goddess offering up Savage He-Man his armor and weaponry after he saved her in that first issue of the Motu mini comics from the Shadow Beast. I think this is awesome. This just looks like a wonderful recreation of that scene, and I love it. Oh, and what if we do a Frank Frazetta styled Snake Goddess with a Frank Frazetta styled Savage He-Man here? That looks awesome. The head sculpt fits on this body perfectly, and because it fits there perfectly, the armor, the snake armor fits on it perfectly, and the snake staff fits in her hand really, really nicely. So I think that looks fantastic. This is gonna stay my Snake Goddess. She looks amazing like this. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look at New Eternia Teela here. And again, I gotta say, I do love the way this figure came out. Yes, the head sculpt is a little bit of an issue. However, the rest of the figure is amazing, and take a look with the snake armor on. The head is fine. The head looks good with the snake armor on. Without the snake armor, yes, she does look like she's got resting bitch face, but overall, like, it's a fantastic figure. Do I think she's worth it? Abso-friggin-lutely. I think she looks amazing. All the little details that they gave, the outfit, and the fact that you can put on the other Teela head sculpts on her, I think is awesome. Definitely, this head sculpt right here definitely gives her like that warrior princess, like she's angry, she's fighting. I love that look for her. So I am really, really happy with this figure. The head sculpt, now putting it on this body with the snake armor, looks fine to me now. It actually grew on me fairly quickly, and the snake armor, the shield, this extra spear, the snake staff, all of it is just wonderful. She's a wonderful callback to the vintage figure, and she just looks fantastic, and I'm happy to add her to the collection. So yeah, I really, really hope you enjoyed this look at New Eternia Teela. If you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about this figure. Let me know if you're gonna get her. If you have this Frazetta Girls Princess Tigra, would you try to do this kind of head swap as well? Let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye now.